Okay, welcome my friends. Today we are going to work on page 7A. Today is Thursday, September 3rd. Okay, we kind of have a big worksheet today, so let's get right to work on this. If you write your name at the top. If ever I'm going too fast for you in this movie, I want you to just push pause until you catch up, okay? You can ask your mom or your dad or whoever's helping you to figure out how to push pause so it can stop and you can catch up if you need to, okay? So first things first, it tells us to write the numbers, okay? The first number is a 2. Get your pencil on the number 2, okay? And we're gonna trace the numbers. Ready? Curl around and slide to the right to make the number 2. Next one is a 3. Halfway around and around again to make the number 3. Now the 7. Slide to the right and then slant down to make the number 7. Okay, now we're going to repeat the pattern. So it goes 2, 3, 7. So on the next black dot, we need to make the number 2. Curl around and slide to the right to make the number 2. Next one, we did a 2. Now we need to do a 3. Halfway around and around again to make the number 3. And then the last one, we did a 2, a 3. Now we're going to do the 7. Slide to the right and then slant down to make the number 7. Make sure yours matches mine. 2, 3, 7, 2, 3, 7. Now it says point to the square on the right. At home, I want you to practice figuring out what your right hand is and what your left hand is. On the paper, the square on the right is the one over here, okay? It's kind of, see where the number 2 is right here? 1, 2. It's the one farthest away from that. This is the square on the right. Write the number 4 in the square. Okay, so we're going to write the number 4 in the square. Then it says point to the square on the left, so point to the other one. Write the number 3 in the square. Okay, here you go. Make sure yours looks like mine. Okay, we're going to need the colors red and blue. Red, blue. Okay, here we go. It says color the circles red. So see this right here? We're coloring the circles red. So find the circle, anything that doesn't have a straight line, color it in red. Okay. When you're done with that, it says color the squares blue. Now remember, a square has 4 equal sides. A square looks like this. So all the sides are exactly the same length. This is a square. So all the rest of them in there, you're going to color blue. So it will look kind of like this, where we have the circles that are red and the squares that are blue. Over here on the line, it's the lines over here. The top one says how many circles. Let's count the circles. 1, 2, 3. On the top row, top line, I want you to write the number 3. 3. Then it says how many squares. The squares are right over here. Ready? They're blue. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Now it says how many circles and squares together. So we count all of them. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 3 circles plus 4 squares equals 7 shapes altogether. Nice job. Now down here on number 4, it says how many are in each row? Okay, so we're gonna go ahead. This is called a graph. A graph is when you measure something that has the most, like the most objects. Okay, so you see here we have these objects. We're gonna count and see which one on the graph has the most and the least. So how many school buses? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So over here, I want you to write 5. Down and around and give it a hat to make the number 5. The next one are boots. How many boots do we have in this row? 1, 2. 2 boots. Curl around and slide to the right to make the number 2. And then down here on the bottom, how many cars? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Right here, we're gonna write 4. Down to the right and cut it in 2 to make the number 4. Circle the row with the most. Which one has the most? You can look at the picture to see which one goes the farthest. This one is the most. Or you could look at the numbers to see which number is the highest. So which one has the most? The school buses. So we're gonna circle the school buses. All right, thanks for sticking with me. That was a big one. We are going to do for our math journal today, page 4. You can just watch me and then you can go ahead and do this after, okay? On page 4, here's page 4. It says, color the squares green. Remember the squares have 4 equal sides. So you're going to choose your green crayon and you'll find a shape that is the square and color those ones in. Now, if you see a different shape, it's not a square, you can just leave it blank. Okay, so it's going to look like this. So all the squares will need to be colored in green. I want you to go ahead and find all the squares that need to be colored green. Okay, I'll talk to you soon.